For those that are unfamiliar, this is Destiny 1. And this is actually where it all began. D2 may have been your first Destiny experience. Did you hear that music right there? You hold on, let this sink in real quick. Anyways, let's load into the tower right now. This is some footage. So I actually don't even have my console with Destiny 1 downloaded. But if you're looking at this right now, guys, this is the Destiny 1 tower. On January the 5th, it got an update where it essentially received the Dawning event, which is supposed to be a Christmas event. And this is rolling out after Christmas. Now, the question is, why? You got to keep in mind, guys, Destiny 1 has not seen an update since 2017. I know some of you might be looking at this and be like, okay, what's the big deal? It's just odd. You know what I mean? This isn't something like, oh, it bugged out and suddenly Dawning stuff popped up around the tower. Someone at Bungie intentionally did this. Okay, none of these lights were here before. The tower's been barren and normal. The only Destiny that's been getting updates now for years has been Destiny 2. So why in the world is Destiny 1's tower getting this event? It's not the Dawning. So I was told that these assets that are at the tower are assets that were previously linked to the Dawning event at the tower. You guys are saying that this is a New Year event. I feel like we're getting caught up on the wrong thing here. Some of you are like, no, it's not Dawning. It's New Year's. Who cares? It's an update happening in Destiny 1. Is no one perplexed by this? Is no one questioning why this is taking place? Does this mean anything? Are we coping as we search the stars, hoping that this actually does mean something? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. What if, fellas? I'm going to take you down what if territory. What if this is just a clue to the possible remaster coming for Destiny 1? But this is not just something we're just pulling out of our ass. Although yesterday I did start tweeting some bullshit, of which I'm going to go over in just a moment. If y'all remember this right here, this conversation that happened, this was Professor Broman. He says Destiny 1 Classic servers win. This was November the 16th, right? And right under it, DMG says they're already live. You can go play D1 right now. Seriously, though, by Destiny 1 Classic, I'm assuming you mean updated with quality of life and D2 features, but D1 full content package. Happy to pass along the feedback and desire. Zero promises, of course. This was in November. And now we have a tower that has some random lights in it. I'm just trying to connect the dots here. Can I just read you guys some stuff? Yesterday, a source got a hold of me and passed along some messages. And I want to share this with you. Per source, to bring back Sunset content, we need to do it right. Starting from the Red War campaign can be jarring. So we ask ourselves, why not just start from the very beginning? So not even just, hey, Red War campaign. No, from the very beginning, from D1. We didn't have the framework of vision to do Destiny the way it should have been from the beginning. Destiny Remastered won't just be Destiny 1. It'll be the way our community always dreamed it could be. And you may be asking, who is my source? And to that I reply, my asshole. But let me just take you down that possible copium lane and see if we can somehow spurn this into hopium. What if a Destiny was to relaunch from the very beginning, and instead of just getting D1 Remaster, we got the Destiny we always wanted right out the gate? The chronological order would make sense. The narrative, although confusing, especially from D1's vanilla, would be cut down to what needs to be cut down to at least get new players on board. And we seamlessly go from every single content drop. Cross let it die, bro. Oh, I'm just look. And look, a lot of people think that there's like a Destiny 3 being worked on in the background. Stop. I'm all about the copium. I'm over here writing fanfic on the toilet. Obviously, I am on the copium train here. However, you guys hanging on to a D3, let it go. What you can get, or at least hope we could get, is a D1, D2 merged together, which would create enough time and runway for Bungie and Destiny to give us that next sequel. Still the same game, still going to be part of Destiny. Destiny drops the numbers, drops the 1 and the 2, whatever. Doesn't even do a D3. It's just Destiny forever. And it gives it that 3-year runway to then roll out whatever that huge evolution needs to be. Do you even hear yourself? Tell me where I'm wrong, guys. Tell me where I'm wrong. Let's just watch this real quick.
The tower in Destiny 1 seemingly got a random update today. Most of you might have assumed Bungie pushed the Dawning event live in the old game for fun, but there isn't anything else different with the game. No new quests or items in the inventories of the vendors. No SRL playlists active like normal for Destiny 1's winter events. The only change made seems to be decorations added to the tower. But why would Bungie decorate the tower for the dawning on a random Sunday in 2025? Well, I hope to explain what's happened to the best of my knowledge. Pay close attention to the tower decorations here with the ghost-shaped lights, and the design on these banners. If we compare to what the Dawning's decorations look like in Destiny 1's first and only Dawning event, it's clear these are not the same decorations.
Oh, they're not,
For the Rise of Iron Dawning, the tower had way more snow and no ghost-shaped decorations anywhere.
Yeah.
But if the decorations that randomly showed up in the tower aren't for the Dawning, what are they for? Back in January 2016, you may remember Bungie sending you this email. Players received a free emblem if they played any activity from January 7th to January 10th in 2016. Players took note of the Days of the Dawning name and searched the API database for new items referencing Dawning. Sure enough, there were some items added to the game in early December 2015 that referenced something called the Dawning. This is odd because there was no Dawning event with tower decorations in Taken King's year. Using a public tool I used to look into Tiger engine strings, I checked the April update version of Destiny 1 to see which tower instances existed at the time, and there was one that wasn't associated with a tower instance we had got before.
Iron Manor, Default Tower, Festival of Lost, these are different versions of the tower, right? Queen's Rad, Destination Name, Sparrow Racing League, Unknown, Crimson Days. God, man. Y'all know we used to have a Valentine event?
Using another tool that can rip models and maps out of Destiny, we can see what the decorations for this tower instance look like. And as you can see, our ghost decorations are there.
Yeah.
Everything here lines up with the decorations that appeared randomly today. I believe these things are evidence that Bungie planned for there to be a Dawning event after Taken King. This Dawning was likely cut and replaced with the SRL themed event we got instead. In the back of this tower instance, we can see the lanterns as well.
It's literally the same. Yep.
To further prove that this tower instance is different to the one used for the Dawning in Rise of Iron, we can load up the tower instance named Chalice to see the decorations used for the Rise of Iron Dawning. Obviously way different to the decorations we have in the tower right now. So I've shown that the tower decorations that randomly showed up today are most likely part of this cut Taken King Dawning event, but that doesn't explain why they randomly showed up on a Sunday in 2025. Bungie usually makes these events live on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Also, Destiny 1 hasn't received any of the other timed events in the last 7 years.
Chad, is there any significance to January the 5th, which is when this rolled out, right? January the 5th, Sunday, was a Sunday. It's totally pointless. It can't be, dude. Somebody activated this. It can't be just pointless. This is not something like, think about it. Destiny has not received an update. Destiny 1 has not received an update since Destiny 2 has come out. Was it Pete's birthday? Get the fuck out of here. Stop. Actually, somebody look that up. I don't know. Wouldn't that be some shit?
Banner, Trials, Crimson Days, Festival of the Lost, all of these were never brought back once Destiny 2 released. This is very strange to randomly occur, but I have a theory why this may have happened. Remember the date on that email Bungie sent to us for the Days of the Dawning? The Tuesday that week was January 5th, 2016, and
oh my god.
January 5th, 2025 is when the decorations randomly appeared. My theory is that this Taken King Dawning event was meant to go live on January 5th, 2016, but when it was scrapped, a developer at Bungie scheduled the event to January 5th, 2025 as a temporary date so it wouldn't go live that year.
So it's all a lie.
It's a total fabrication.
Is that a reach? Yeah, probably, but it makes sense to me that this was scheduled long ago and forgotten about, rather than someone pushing it live out of—
Who at Bungie was just like, they just like hit the scroll wheel, was like, I'm gonna put it at 2025, I'll change it, who knows, we probably won't even make it to then.
Nowhere. Anyway, please head to the tower and enjoy the never-before-seen decorations before Bungie notices and removes them.
Breshi, great video, man. Thank you so much for that. The hell is going on here? What is happening? Was this supposed to be something, or was it really some intern at Bungie who was like, look, I'm not going to delete the files. I'm just going to literally put it to go live on the 25th. Didn't even change the date anywhere else. Literally just scrolled it up to 2025. Probably thought to themselves, Destiny 1 probably won't even be online by 2025. It's fine. Don't tell, guys, that can't be real. My day is ruined if this is the case. This is all a lie if that's the case. All the speculation that a possible Destiny remaster and that this is a hint of that is bullshit. So the coping was actually just coping. Again, the only thing that's got me kind of just slightly on the coke train is the conversation DMG had with Professor Broman and some of the people in the community. Again, this was in November 2024. I know most of you don't want to play a Destiny 1 Classic. And who knows, maybe D1 Classic would be hot for like a day, you know? D1 Classic it definitely can't just be Destiny 1. It would need to be the fragment and aspect system. It would need to have class abilities. It would also need to not roll out the same way. Like I don't think even like Xur should bring the same exotics, the same cadence that he brought, you know, when he first came to us in Destiny 1. But man, do you think I don't want to play D1 and jump inside of Crucible on some of those old maps and pull out a Talak at 240 frames per second, maximum field of view, or a Last Word when it was at its peak, when we had the trifecta, whenever the meta was Hawkmoon, Thorn, and Last Word loaded up? I can load it up right now, but it's 30 frames per second, and I'm not going to submit myself to that. I know I've got some console players in here, and that's where you live, and I'm not trying to hate on you right now, but no, all right? I'd rather go play with grass, man. I can't do it. I would never play Destiny again at 30 frames per second. It's not going to do it. But if it came back with D2 systems, with loadouts, you know, Fireteam Finder, would I play it again? Yeah, I think I would, guys. I think I would get back on the grind. Hit Vault of Glass as it rolls out, but with, you know, I mean, I think I would. I'm thinking of some of the games that did classic launches. RuneScape, the way they did it was they just literally kept fucking up RuneScape so badly that when they launched old school RuneScape, it wasn't that people just, were just so happy to start completely over. That was a better alternative than playing the current version of RuneScape. You see where I'm going with this? What if we lived in a reality where Destiny continues to get worse and worse with every single update and every single change, making the game a more terrible experience for us, giving us only one other option, a classic launch. That is the reality. There you go. You're putting 2 and 2 together right now. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this? You sabotage the current game and then relaunch the old. See what I mean? Then why would I fucking trust a company like that? That's between you and your God. You hear me? I can't make the decision for you. You'll have to come to that conclusion on your own. I'm not playing classic. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, man. I love this in this chat though. Y'all are taking a stand. I'm actually really proud right now. You guys, what y'all need to do to stand together, solidarity, is when a D1 Classic Remaster, whatever, rolls out, I say all of you, load into D2 and you stand at the tower. Hold hands. Look out over the last city together. And then pull up the stream and watch us get Invective and Thorn and do Vault of Glass and get Gallahorn for the first time from Xur as we begin our remaster journey. But you guys, y'all do it. And this is perfect because this means y'all will be a good 3 to 4 weeks behind when you inevitably cave and also get at the D1 Classic. I think this is a great plan, fellas. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do this shit. That I'll quit Destiny. Do it, man. Do it. No, look, I'm not joking with you. There are better games out right now. I mean, without a doubt. I'm with you guys. Seriously. If you want to quit Destiny, do that shit. You know what? All you have to do is just literally take your mouse, go right over here, hit this, manage, uninstall. And if you want, I'll come click it for you. I will jump in the Discord. I will talk you through this. As you begin to approach that moment, you're like, no. What about the good times? I'll remind you of the bad. I will remind you. I will guide you through this. Cross, do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm still going to play Destiny right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm on this train, man. I'm talking about you. I've made my peace. You hear me? I'm in this shit. I'm on the Titanic and I'm the violin player. As of right now, we're about an ankle and a knee deep in on this slanted bitch going down. But we still must play, okay? We still must play and I shall play it. But you have a lifeboat and that is the uninstall button and I will help you. I will walk you through this. But you know, if a remastered version does actually get made, wow, man, dude, it'll be a trip. I'll have a good time playing it. You know what I mean? At least for a little bit. I think the issue comes is that if there is a remastered version of D1 and it ends up being like really, really good, like actually like class abilities, loadouts, a lot of D2 features and like reimagined and even like, you know, the storyline won't change all that much. So, but it'll be memey. You know what I mean? You know, we'll have the moment of like the stranger walking in and being like, I don't have time to explain what I don't have time to explain. It'll be a good time. I would enjoy doing it. But if it's really, really good, now we got an updated version of D1. Why play D2 then? You know what I mean? Outside of the new content that's rolling out. And there's going to be this weird thing where it's like, Okay, we're going to jump into D2 to play Frontiers. And then we're going to jump into D1 to play Classic. Wait, how does World of Warcraft players handle this? RuneScape players, we just abandoned RuneScape 3. Like, no one plays RuneScape 3 anymore. It's all about old school RuneScape. So in that situation, everyone obviously values the older version of RuneScape over the current version. How's making Remastered D1 better than making D2 better? Because you can't make Destiny 2 better. You guys happy now? They need to focus on D3. You know, you guys come in here and you say I'm full of copium when I say, hey, we might be getting a D1 remaster. And in that same breath, you say D3 is the only way. I respect it, man. I love that both you and I are so delusional. D3 is the only hope. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna be honest. Probability wise, I actually feel like a D1 Classic would roll out before a D3. I mean, who am I? I'm just a guy. But I mean, like, part of me kind of just wants to be like, hey, it ain't gonna happen, you know. But I mean, it's like, we've already said, hey, it's not gonna happen, and people are like, D3 is gonna happen. We would get a Marathon 2 before a Destiny 3. You guys laugh about it, but maybe. All right, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say on this. We could talk more, but there's no reason to continue talking about this. This is tiring. Talking to you guys is tiring. I remember being able to come in here and just bullshit and then everybody just be hyped. Now, every time I start bullshitting, y'all can call it out and like everybody's skeptical and, you know, very objective and logical, and it makes it very difficult to sell stuff. I would say whatever Bungie ends up doing, D2, D1 vanilla, you know what I mean? Whatever. They're going to have to be really bringing it, dude, because this community is not, I mean, everybody's like, the wallet is nowhere near them when it comes to Destiny right now. I mean, in the other room, not even a thought.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.